Welcome to Daily News Recap on Naija News. 2027. Presidency must be zoned to the south. Wike tells PDP stakeholders.
In the spirit of fairness, inclusion, federal character principles, and respect for our party constitution, the party must make an unequivocal pronouncement zoning its presidential candidate to the south in the 2027 election.
Wike said this while reading a communique after a meeting of critical stakeholders of the party under the aegis of the concerned stakeholders of the PDP. I didn't betray Atiku. Tinubu, smarter than his opponents, says Showumi. The PDP chieftain said the president invited him to his Bodilion residence in the Ibro, Ikoyi area of the state. I left $150 million and 36 billion as governor of Anambra State. Obi.
The money I left behind was not left in overseas. I left money in 3 banks. Those 3 banks are there. I left in Access Bank, which is still there. 12 billion naira, $50 million. I left in Diamond Bank, 12 billion naira, $50 million.
In Diamond?
Diamond. I left in Fidelity Bank, 12 billion naira, $50 million.
$50 million in these 3 accounts. And
$150 million and 36 billion.
What debts did you...
1 minute. They're documented. Rufai, the day I left office, I was not owing one contractor, one supplier who have executed his job. If you see one today, I challenge you. Go and see it. I was not owing any civil servant that was supposed to be paid by the state salary. I was not owing gratuity. I was not owing pension. Additionally, if you want to know, I left salary enough to pay salary for 3 months.
Peter Obi, 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party. The worst from the opposition are moving to the ruling party, and the best from the ruling party are moving to the opposition. Okonkwo.
The worst from the opposition is moving into the ruling party. The best from the ruling party is coming to the opposition. And I give you an example with the governor of Akwa Ibom State. His commissioner on information and strategy, he said, my political orientation is rooted in principle. And I've long opposed APC's ideology and the conduct, which stands is reaffirmed by majority of Nigerians. This is the summary of it.
The governor of Akwa Ibom said he cannot fight like Wike and wants a smooth sail in 2027. Hence, his decision to defect. Kenneth Okonkwo, lawyer and public affairs analyst. Tariffs promise of constant power supply for Nigeria unlikely to materialize. Agule. The 2013 privatization venture led by President Goodluck Jonathan was flawed. The government privatized the generation and distribution sectors but retained the transmission sector. This oversight, coupled with the failure to bring in private sector players to manage the transmission sector, rendered the privatization efforts ineffective. Furthermore, distribution licenses were awarded to companies lacking the necessary capacity and expertise. The power minister should prioritize transmission over tariffs. By expanding transmission capacity, the minister can support the distribution sector and ultimately improve power supply. Nick Agule, energy expert. And that is it for today's daily news recap on Naija News. See you next time.